some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over up to 17.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away. But the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Weaver. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this.
Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking for room. It's Weaver. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. They'll try the run. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Morris. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think We just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right?
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job...
Got some room. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Give to the single back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. looking from the pistol. On the run, it's Weaver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to pass, it's Morris. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. From midfield, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Holds it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Grabbed in the middle. It's stopped. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've done...
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense, quick tempo. To the air on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And it's no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Oh,
man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He tries to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be...
There he goes!
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Morris. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Setting up the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. On Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
One more time on 4th and goal. Snead gets it done.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you've already sent your punt around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Peterson. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Peterson. Takes the easy one to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ali. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ali. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Peterson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
If there's time to pad the stats. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college.
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs, who put them together on a football field. Sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Down the middle, it's Terrell. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. We're going to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. The border battle that goes back to 1950. Over the years, this Dogs-Gators tussle, Kirk's been interesting. One side's had the upper hand. The other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game. Every single year down in Jacksonville, the tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene, the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the tailback's got it again. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure and then come up with the first sack of the game.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
On the run, it's Weaver.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Morris. Fires it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Pressure is coming. Pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Keeping it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. The 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. But we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The pocket breaking down. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot on the final play of the opening quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Gators are in the red zone. And at first down, they go right back to him. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Signs the quick throw. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll run it here. Breaks an open space. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle, but 1st down.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this 1st down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Finds his man. It's Harper.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Harper. It's good for 1st down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy,
points in the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Georgia. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. Using his legs. It's moving.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Dropping back, it's Morris. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he released it. And is intercepted. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. And the defense cannot believe it. The interception's going to be wiped out. Roughing the passer is the call. Offense comes to the line with a first down. The defense going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, Chris, he almost gave one back there. This quarterback needs to be much more careful working with a 2-touchdown lead. That's not how to protect it.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gators will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. It's on to punt it away now. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. It's Morris. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Let's go! The quarterback's got it. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
The extra point makes it 28-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Hand off to the single back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a
Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs, who put them together on a football field. Sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Gators will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Ball handed off.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Throwing off play action. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. The pass is intercepted. He could go.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Handoff with a single back formation. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And And the extra point was up and good. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Dogs will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, look at the throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Bulldogs will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first.
And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. Let's see if the offense can overcome it. The Bulldogs looking to keep this drive moving. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. Runs into the teeth of that defense. Picks up just a couple yards. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Took contact on the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone? What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To throw, it's Morris. The pass rush closing in. And they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Harper. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The Gators offense retakes the field, and they'll use the ground game here. And that's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
It's a quick grab. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Back to pass. It's Morris. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route.
Looking to throw it deep. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. As the first down is still going. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's caught wide open with room to run. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Makes it look easy.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had the break to make some adjustments. Let's see if they can get something going here to start the 3rd quarter. Looks to the left, pass caught. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Now here he goes. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Gators, to put them on top now. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Off. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at 17.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Scanning the field. It's Morris. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. You bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. They bring it down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He breaks free. Goes down, looking for more now. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the first down at the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Same tailback, another carry. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or you have to settle for 3? Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
Here's a carry for the fullback, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the First play of the drive now on the 25. Looking to throw. It's Morris.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Taking a deep shot here to the right.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass is caught. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looks to the left for a quick throw. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on fourth down.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this, but they just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Hand off to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. A gain sets up a third down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The tight end has got it. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Look out, he's in the clear. Now the 40. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway and a huge gain on the return. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. To throw, it's Morris. Grab made by the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Touchdown, Florida. Great catch and run for 6. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's broken up. Great defensive play to fend the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Terrell. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. Working clock with the ground game. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Now the handoff. Has the first down and more. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? On the move now. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. First and 10 play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Morris. Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today, stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the Bulldogs will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking deep for late game heroics. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit and won't make a difference in the outcome. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Looking to throw. It's Morris. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So out comes the field goal kicker. If he makes it, this becomes a one-score game. Kick nowhere near the mark, but what do we expect from that distance? After the miss, they're still down by 10. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do